Good afternoon, good evening. Hello, my friends. This is Kevin Lopez today, coming again to you with a session from 9th Standard NCRT book Beehive, bringing to you the chapter that is Reach for the Top. That is the part 1 about famous mountaineer Santosh Yadav. Santosh Yadav, as the name depicts, is not a man, my friends. She is a girl who has accomplished great feats such as roaming around Mount Everest, reaching the summit of it, unfurling the Indian flag. She's been to expeditions in the South Pole, at the poles as well, and actually has volunteered to bring almost 500 kilograms of waste down from Mount Everest. We at Personal Tutors have been contributing you regularly, my friends, about various topics involved in the NCRT syllabus. We have completed the sessions on 12th English Literature. We have completed the syllabus on 11th Standard and 10th Standard English Literature as well. In the very series, we are going ahead and providing you the 9th Standard syllabus for the time being. You can check out our further videos, further online sessions where we provide you solutions on almost all subjects, that is chemistry, physics, biology. You can talk about commerce, business studies, and so on. We also are experting in entrepreneurship, my friends. If you want to know something about us, please press the button about us and subscribe our channel. Coming back to this topic, it's about a girl, Santosh Yadav. It is said that when Santosh's mother was expecting her, a holy man came and blessed his mother that she would be giving birth to a baby boy. Amazingly here, Santosh's grandmother gives her intention that she does not want a grandson, rather she is expecting a granddaughter. My friend, this shows the peculiarity of the family that actually emancipated the birth of a girl child. They did not heed to any intentions. They did not rejoice with the fact of having a grandson. Rather, they were very much concerned about having a granddaughter, my friends. So Santosh here was born in a family that actually went ahead and emancipated the birth of a girl child. Coming to the family of Santosh, Santosh belonged to a simple middle class family. She lived in the state of Uttaranchal, initially Uttarakhand, went ahead and asked her parents about her feelings when she turned out 16 and was about to get married. Joined up Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, a famous institute. I guess it is the only one institute in India that offers courses in mountaineering. She was an elite student, favorite apple of an eye of all the teachers and all the professors. She was actually a perfect student. It happens so that during the childhood, Santosh had to study in a government school that was related for the village kids. It was concerned. Santosh did not like the idea, but her family conditions, my friends, did not allow her to study in a public school or attend a dormitory or a hostel or a private school, my friends. That's what brings. It is often said that gold shines when it's burnt on furnace. It happens same. We have been explaining in a few chapters, like in an initial chapter, I explained about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who also did some hard work before reaching the epitome in his life. Likewise, Santosh Yadav becomes a renounced name in Indian society, the Indian peninsula, that what makes her different from other students. Unintentionally and unknowingly of a father, she fills up a form and joins Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. She goes to the Institute of Mountaineering and then later on informs it to the father that, Dad, I have joined this institute. Santosh's dad, being a humble guy, does not despise the idea, nor does he shout at a daughter, because he knows that his daughter has been plummeted into the pits of poverty. She has suffered hard. She has put in a lot of efforts, my friends, and now if she wants to achieve something, she can go ahead and do that. During the childhood days, Santosh was fascinated by a fact. She used to watch the villagers climbing up the hills and then fading out as if they were vanished. That's what made Santosh feel something great about mountaineering. Let's talk about the Mountaineering Institute days of Santosh. She, as I said, was an apple of an eye of her professor and lecturers. She was greatly anticipated by them. She was appreciated by them and actually gave great feats. She started achieving heights and her breathing became consistent, while climbing up the mountains. At the end, it happened so that she was so perfect that she could control over her breathing. That's what she did. The best thing that Santosh did and experiences, as she says, was the feeling of climbing up Mount Everest and unfurling the Indian flag at the summit. My friends, this is what she wanted to do all her life. She wanted to represent the country, the motherland India, and let the flag unfurl at the tip, the highest tip in the world, that is the summit of Mount Everest. She did that, my friends. Incidentally, Santosh became the youngest girl at the age of 23 to climb up Mount Everest and unfurl the flag of her country. This is what makes her different. We have been having Tenzing Norgay, we have been having Bichendri Pal, we have been having quite a number of mountaineers who have gone ahead and reached the summit of Mount Everest. But here, this young girl Santosh, at the pure age of 23, can you imagine, my friends? She's just 23 and she reaches Mount Everest. Now that is hardly 6 to 7 years from your age, my friends. That's what's happening over here. She just reaches the age and is at the summit. Not just once, twice. That's what makes the difference. Santosh actually was a girl who did not just go ahead and achieve what she wanted and carried off. She was a team player as well, my friends. Once it is mentioned in the chapter that she tried to save a colleague at the expedition to the pole, where the colleague was suffering severely, yet she was not able to help him out. He died. That actually changed Santosh. She started more overthinking about the environmental hazards that the endangered places usually have. She went ahead and collected almost 500 kilograms of waste that was left at Mount Everest by previous mountaineers. She brought it down, thus giving out a feat of indispensably, having an age-old fact that usually environmentalists possess. Bringing down the waste from Mount Everest is not everybody's feat nowadays, ma'am. Just going ahead up there to collect the garbage left by people out there, the leftovers. That's what she did, and thus has got a changed name. So this is the first part of the chapter. The second part is about Maria Sharapova, a famous tennis player who basically hailed from Russia, came to America to learn the art, the game of lawn tennis, could not be assisted by the mother because of the problems in the visa, the restrictions, later on comes to become Grand Slam #1. That I'll be explaining in the further videos of my friends. Let's have a look at a few question and answers about part 1 of Reach for the Top, and then we can let know more about the chapter. The first question here was, why was the holy man who gave Santosh's mother his blessing surprised? Give an example to show that even as young girl, Santosh was not ready to accept anything unreasonable. Why was Santosh sent to the local school? When did she leave from home for Delhi and why? And the last is, why did Santosh's parent agree to pay for her schooling in Delhi, and what mental qualities of Santosh's are brought into light by this incident? Well, the holy man was surprised, my friends, because Although he blessed Santosh's mother with a son, it was Santosh's grandmother who despised the idea of having a grandson, and she left saying, the holy man, that I don't want a grandson, rather I would cherish having a granddaughter. This is what shows a total difference in the family, that what usually the Indian societal households expect. Having a boy child and many other things. Let's not go into that depth, my friends. Let's have a look at the second question. That is, give an example to show that even as a young girl, Santosh was not ready to accept everything unreasonable. Santosh had been a girl of her wits all her life, my friends. She had, from very beginning, lived her life on her own terms. She did not expect anybody to go ahead and post the ideas of theirs on her plummeting minds. She wanted to have her own life. One example which proves this is, unlike other girls who went ahead and wore traditional Indian dresses, Santosh liked wearing shirts and trousers. This is what changed her. This is what she actually went ahead and changed it. That's what is looking forward. Even though Santosh's parent could afford to send her children to the best school, she was sent to the local village school because of the prevailing things that used to happen, my friends. That is what is happening over here, my friends. She was sent to a local village because she was a bit sad. She knew that she had to attend the local school because her family conditions were well. Rather, the prevailing circumstances in the villages did not allow girls to reach out into a big city school or a private school. That's what the tradition was there. Although later on, when she was sent to Delhi, her father was agreeing to pay because he knew that his daughter had something in her. His father believed in his daughter, that she would be going ahead and getting up something out of her, and a great chance, my friends. That is what usually makes. And when Santosh informed her parents about a plan to part-time job to support the family, they agreed it. Santosh did not just go ahead and ask her parents to pay the fee for her schooling in Delhi. In fact, she let them know that she would be doing a part-time job as well to help her parents collect the money for the fees and pay it to the school. My friends, at the young age of 16, this girl informs her parents that she's ready to do a part-time job and help them collecting the fee and giving it to the school, paying it to the school authorities. This is a special thought that a kid at the age of 16 carries. It's almost alarming, it's almost emancipating and astonishing that a young girl, 15, 16-year-old, just in her teens, starts thinking about such matters and with such dedication and elaboration, my friends. That is what changes Santosh's idea for us. How did Santosh begin to climb mountains? In order to investigate to how the villagers were going up and down to the mountains, Santosh too started doing that feat, but without the help of any oxygen cylinders, without the instruments, the mountaineering instruments. She just simply started climbing. Day after day, she started to create the higher targets for herself. Thus, her breathing became accustomed. She became used to the thin air provided at high altitudes. Her body became accustomed to certain heights by the practice of making up small advances almost every day, every week, every month. That's where we come to know that Santosh actually went ahead and learned mountaineering on her own, did not use any instrument or any other stuff for that. Here it goes. That's what was her concern for the environment, what incidents during the Everest expedition shows Santosh's concern for her teammates. As I said, during the Everest mission, Santosh showed immense concern for her fellow climbers, as She goes ahead and cares for her colleagues and buddies who are with her and climbing up. She goes ahead and sees them suffering. Although she couldn't help one of them who died away, yet she tried all the best things, my friends, for him. She tried all the best things that what was possible for her to save the colleague, yet she couldn't do that. The concern about the environment is Santosh was immensely taken back by the way the previous mountaineers had left their things. They had left around all the waste, the garbage at the tip during the summit climbing. It was really felt bad by Santosh. She went ahead and collected almost 500 kilograms of waste during a later expeditions and brought it down. This is something that has been not emancipated by any other climbers, my friends, in recent future. It was Santosh who thought something about the things. Now, how does she describe a feeling at the summit of Everest? When Santosh reached the summit of Mount Everest and unfurled the flag of our motherland, India, it was a feeling that cannot be explained. It was an endeavor, it was a feat achieved by someone who always had dreamt of doing so, my friends. Can you imagine the feeling if you have been dreaming of doing something, perhaps achieving an Xbox or a PlayStation or a new bike for yourself, and you get it? Imagine that feeling coming up in your mind. That's what Santosh experienced when she reached the summit of the highest mountain in the world, that is Mount Everest, and representing the country, India, at the tender age of 23, becoming the youngest girl in the world to reach that place, my friends. The feeling that she imagined, that she experienced, cannot be explained, rather than can be simply said achievement, yet had made her emancipate by the thoughts, by the representation and the happiness. It's sheer joy of achieving the feat. That's it. Santosh Yadav got into the record books both times she scaled Mount Everest. What were the reasons for this? The first reason that got her into the record books was Santosh being the youngest girl in the globe to reach Mount Everest, the summit, being at a tender age of 23. In fact, she again became the youngest girl to reach Mount Everest within a few years, the second time. This is what changes her attitude. This is what leads us to emancipate such a person living in our country, India, my friends, Santosh Yadav. That is what the story is all about. These were a few question and answers that we usually had from the chapter. You would be getting a brief now of what I have explained. My friends, we at Personal Tutor really go ahead and put in efforts to provide you online solutions, provide you videos and many more solutions online so that you can just have a virtual classroom at your doorstep. If you want to go ahead and have the data online, we do provide it online as well. Want to know something about Personal Tutors? Please press the button about us. Subscribe to our channel, my friends. We have been receiving overwhelming response within a few months, and we would be providing you online efforts and solutions in recent future as well. So this is me signing off, Kevin Lopez from Personal Tutors. Thank you very much, my friends.